Well, Piers said on Fox and Friends, and he made the statement to Trump, if you'll refollow on Twitter, I'll give advice on how you can win the election. So did he refollow you?
He did not refollow me. He did actually tweet about my book, which was very nice of him.
Right.
But it was interesting. He was watching Fox and Friends when I called him out, and that's why he rang me. And I was sitting at home, and the phone goes. It's the White House switchboard, and they put me through to the President of the United States. And I've been very critical of Donald Trump this year, of his handling of the pandemic, and also of the aftermath of the appalling killing of George Floyd. But I consider myself to be a longtime friend of the president. And I've always believed that my job, since he's become president, is to be a critical friend. In other words, to say when I agree with him and say when I disagree with him. I think, frankly, all friends should be like that.
Here's a headline I think he responded to. And this was a quote, "Shut the blank up." So you called him out in the boldest of fashions, and he unfollowed you right after that, correct?
He did. And so I was very surprised when he called me. But we had a cordial conversation. It went on for nearly half an hour, actually, so a week ago on Saturday. He was very bullish about his election chances, but we also had a chance to discuss his style. And I said to him, whether you win or lose the election, Mr. President, can I just say that the one thing which is a real fault line throughout your presidency is that because of your need to always be the strong, tough guy, which is something I know he feels he has to do, you've forgotten how to be empathetic. And showing empathy as a world leader isn't a weakness. It's actually a great strength. What America needs from any president, whether they're Republican or Democrat, is a big wrapped arm around the country to say, I get it. I know you're suffering. I'm going to do everything I can to help you. And I'm afraid that even though I'm a friend of his, I found Donald Trump's presidency this year in handling these terrible events that have gone on really lacking in that empathy. And I think that's been a great shame.
And when you said that to him, by the way, where were you when he called you?
I was in this very room, actually. I got a call. It was the White House switchboard saying, I recognized the number, saying, Mr. Morgan, are you available to speak to the president? I toyed for a moment to say, actually, I'm busy right now. I'm watching the football. But I quickly said, of course, I'd love to. And then on came that familiar voice.
Right. And when you told him what you said about you need empathy, it's not a weakness, it's a strength, what did he say?
He listened. He was respectful to what I had to say. I have to say, I didn't in the following 10 days see any evidence of him pivoting to be more empathetic. We saw a string of rallies in which he was still the big, strong man, tough guy image that he wants to propagate. But I really think he can have it all in that sense. You know, you want strong leadership, but you also want somebody who at least shows the people who are losing loved ones, they're losing their livelihoods, they're fearful for their money, for their families, for their kids, for putting food on the table. They want to know that the White House and the man or woman who is presiding over the presidency really understands what's going on.
Well, hey there, thanks so much for watching. And while I have you, do you have a story or a question for me? If so, I do want to hear from you. Click on the link in the description and tell me what's going on. You just might end up right here with me on the show. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Click that little red button below. You know you want to. What are you waiting for? Do it!